In this video, I'm going to describe how to work on the Process tab in the Where Do Plants Get Their Food project. Double-click on the video and listen to the description about photosynthesis. Go through the guiding questions to delve deeper into the process of photosynthesis. Brainstorm with your team to come up with the main steps that make up the process, and use the event tool to describe each step. And let's just start that. So in order to describe how photosynthesis works, we are going to use the event tool. And in order to use the event tool, I'm going to click on the three dots, click on the edit item, and then here we have photosynthesis process and an image, and then go next. And here I have a whole series of placeholders, of text placeholders that actually allow me to type up, to replace them with the actual steps of how photosynthesis works. And so I already did the research and found this image that actually really kind of summarizes everything that happens. And so here it shows us that water is absorbed through the roots and carried through the stem. So we are going to start with water is absorbed through the roots. So that's the first step. Water is absorbed through the roots and carries it, I believe, is carried through the stem to the rest of the plant, and is carried through this to the carried through the stem to the rest of the plant. And then there's another variable that joins it, and now there is also CO2, which is CO2 enters through the stomata, an opening in the leaves, epidermis and cuticle. So CO2 enters through the stomata. So I'm going to just do it for short. I'm going to say CO2 enters, CO2 enters through the stomata. And then the third step shows me that water, CO2, and sunlight combine in the leaf to make sugar. But before that, we also want to find out how does the sun penetrates into the leaf. And so here it says chlorophyll absorbs green wavelength from the sun. So we are going to have to write that. So chlorophyll, so this is the third step. Chlorophyll absorbs green wave, and it does it through length from the sun. So green wavelength from the sun. So that's the third step. And you can add here an image that supports that. Kind of find an image about the chlorophyll and put it in here. And then finally there's another step, and so on. So you already see how I added 3 steps, and you can keep adding, so each of them is a step in the process until you finalize and you get to the conclusion of it. If you need more steps, just click on the plus button, and if you need to remove some of the steps, just click on the trash can. You can also reorder the step using the arrows here. So that is that, and then when you select save, you already see how the steps are filled here. And and if you have more than 4 steps, there's going to be an arrow, and you can go through all the steps and explain them to the class. There's 2 ways to fill this out. One of them is you assign a student that will actually type these steps up once the team is working on defining these steps. And the other one is that you guys decide that each team member will do 1 or 2 steps. So those are both options. I think that the first one probably is the best. And so that is it. Just if you forgot everything I said about how to use the event tool, all you have to do is open the instructions box, and here there is a link to how to use events, and you can go there and check it out. Thank you, and I hope that this helped you understand how to work on the process tab in the Where Do Plants Get Their Food.